Oh, look who's stepping into the studio. He's Mr. Kevin Nealon. And you know him, you love him. He's a dope-smoking crazoid from Weeds, actually, as it turns out.
On the Showtime.
Right, all those, everybody on that show is smoking dope off the air, aren't they?
Yeah.
Big problem, isn't it?
No, I don't smoke dope, to be honest with you. I tried it once, and it makes me tired, basically, and hungry.
Yeah.
And I actually fell asleep with a mouthful of food. It was not safe. And then when you wake up in the morning, you don't want to eat the food because it's expired.
Yeah.
You got bad food in your mouth.
Who says pot doesn't kill?
That's right. But I do think it should be legalized. But just for medicinal purposes and recreational purposes. But that's it. That is it.
Beyond that?
Nothing.
Those are the two times.
You don't believe, like, Woody Harrelson making a shirt out of it? Or
It's amazing when you're on that show, you get all these, like, gifts from hemp companies.
Oh, really?
That make hemp shirts. And so I got a closet full of hemp clothes now.
Imagine if you have a house fire.
Yeah. I got a hemp Frisbee at home. I really do.
Dog loves it, but then he falls asleep for 3 weeks after he eats it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. You know what? I'm kind of with you. I tried it when I was a kid, and it made me so paranoid. I mean, it made me, like, at 12 years old, no, 12, that would be really bad. 14, 15, I think I first tried it. And I immediately put on a bow tie, and I went to a Republican rally. That's how paranoid it made me. I just was, like, immediately.
I've never used it, Kevin. Not even one time. Right? Never once.
Well, people think I do smoke.
Because of the show.
Because of the show, and they'll come and see me, do stand-up, and afterwards, invariably, somebody will come to me with a joint and say, "Hey, dude, you want to go smoke some reefer?"
Yeah.
And I tell them, well, you know what, I really don't smoke, but thanks, that's the character. No, seriously, dude, come on. So then I started thinking, I wonder if, like, when the actors from The Sopranos, when they went out for dinner, did somebody come up to them afterwards with, like, a .38 caliber? Hey, you want to whack some people after dinner? Come on, what do you say?
That is true, actually.
Oh, that is true.
That is true.
They
We've talked to a number of actors who have said that guys will come up to them at the table, especially the guys from New Jersey, the actors who live in New Jersey, and there was a lot of them. And guys would come up to them afterwards and go, hey, as a matter of fact, we had Vincent. They're all named Vincent. It doesn't really matter.
Vincent was up with us.
Vinny Vincent.
Come in, and he was like, yeah, and the guy's been like an artist and a musician and a jazz musician for years, and then he became an actor, and he has that look and that sound, so he always ends up as a heavy in a mob movie, right? So he said that he goes into restaurants literally in New Jersey, and guys, like, I don't know if they're mobsters or guys who think they're mobsters. I think there's a lot more people who think they're mobsters than are mobsters.
Yeah.
Like air traffic controllers. And so I think when they come up to him, they're like, hey, how you doing? You know my buddy this and that, and hey, what we're gonna do is you want to come to the track with us? And the guy gets scared, but he looks the part, so he can't betray his fear.
There was a guy that used to always come to Saturday Night Live. Somehow he'd get in. I guess he knew one of the cameramen or something, and he befriended me, sort of. He kind of give me cakes and stuff. And
I'm Kevin Nealon's best friend.
Yeah,
that guy.
And then he would
like
call
Conan
me.
O'Brien's priest.
Near the end of my run there, he'd call me and goes, "Listen, Kevin, how you doing? You all right? Okay, good. Hey, listen, man. By the way, if you ever need anything done, will you let me know? I'm serious. I mean anything."
I like that a fan of yours would just bring you a cake.
Yeah.
That's like the funniest thing.
That's the funniest part of the story? He's threatening to kill somebody, and you think the cake is the funniest part of the story?
I really like Kevin. How can I show him how much I like? You know what? I'll bring him a cake. He'll know I like him.
Because, when people like that bring you the food, you immediately, the first thing you go, oh, yeah, and you sit down and have a piece with them, right?
Well, no, you would never. I wouldn't see him with the cake. It would be sent up, But, you really couldn't eat anything the Pete fans sent you.
Really?
You
You
know what
think?
was inside of it,
Yeah.
But I should have pressed him a little bit when he said, if you ever need anything done, you let me know. And I seriously, I mean anything. You mean like do my dry cleaning? and more than that. You mean like wash the car?
Some vacuuming around the house?
No, I mean anything.
Anything, It's Lorne Michaels. I know he's in a lot of trouble. We could do something about that.
You need a sketch to get on? What do you need?
That's a good friend to have.
Yeah.
Power and cake and one friend.
I don't know this Mercy Klein. I know where she lives. I could work something out.
I did get a fan letter from this woman once. She said she wanted to hook up with me. They can get your home address now on the internet. She said she wanted to hook up. She was in prison for throwing battery acid on her husband. She said she wanted to hook up with me and have my baby. And she was getting out in a year. And I said to her, I thought, Jesus, I can't wait a year. Come on. I'm getting old.
You couldn't arrange a conjugal visit with her? That's too
I guess
bad.
not.
Well, that's called a first date, isn't it? Isn't it sort of like, it's that Warden, she's been calling me, and I really kind of like her, and I like her style, and I'm just wondering, spend a few minutes together.
And then I called my friend from Saturday Night Live. Yeah, I finally got a favor for you. There's this chick I know in prison.
Could you get her out?
Get her out.
Bring her.
Or get me in. One or the other.
Did you ever have formal acting training, Kevin? Did you go right from stand-up to Saturday Night Live into this kind of thing?
Well, I had...
Did you take classes?
I started out as a stand-up, and then somebody once told me, they said, you want to act? I said, I don't know. Well, you should take some acting classes in case somebody comes in and sees you and wants you to read for their project, whatever. So I started taking these acting workshops around L.A. for about 8 years. I did different workshops, and...
They help?
So I think they did help, yeah.
Were you the most established person in that class, or were there other people that you recognized?
Oh, you know who was in my class? Was Dennis the Menace, Jay North.
Oh, was he really?
Yep, Jay North.
From the TV, Dennis the Menace?
Good time to start.
Yep, and also the guy from the Superman movie that played Superboy, like the teenage Superboy.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
I think that was like a networking thing for them. They thought if they get in these workshops, they'll get around because sometimes producers will come around or other actors or, just...
I think those people were just honing their craft. I was there for that reason.
Yeah.
I was there hoping maybe
they were
someone might see me.
honing their craft.
Yeah.
But they've been actors 40 years prior. I mean, shouldn't the craft already be rather sharp at that point? Or perhaps not. I don't know.
Well, people are always taking acting classes. I went to, I did a movie in New Zealand in February for 2.5 months and Doris Roberts from Everyone Loves Raymond was in the movie. And she still takes acting classes.
She does?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Now this forces the question.
Forces or beg?
No, it forces the question.
Okay.
You just now forced me into a question. I understand that she can sometimes be a little bit difficult. Did you find that to be the case?
I did not see that. She was very nice. I learned all about her background, her history. And
She got a great... She's got a great role in one of those little movies from the 1970s. It's now replaying a lot. That is such a great movie. Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see that
I never
movie?
saw that.
And it's a great movie. And
I thought you were going to say Planet of the Apes.
No, she's not in that.
She's not in
Nope.
that?
That's
well, how would you
You're
know?
thinking of Kim Hunter.
Here's the
You
problem:
don't know.
you would never know. She might have been Dr. Zayas, and you go,
Yeah.
"Wow, why was that
Okay,
not an Oscar?"
I see it. Yeah, all right.
Kevin Nealon is at Zanies this entire weekend. Tonight he's out at St. Charles at Pheasant Run. Tomorrow night, Vernon Hills. Call for tickets, would you?
Vernon Hills is a winery, isn't it? It sounds like a winery. Or an insane asylum.
Tickets also, you can visit zanies.com. It's got everything. We'll come right back with Kevin Nealon right after this. Christina's Traffic in 90 seconds.